Hello and welcome as we prepare to get another round of this season underway. Baku City Circuit then, an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Now I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Stroll, Albon, Ocon, Vettel, and Pierre Gasly, Norris, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Kvyat, Raikkonen, Grosjean, George Russell, and Kevin Magnussen. Latifi and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
What's going on, dudes? It's your dude, JB Dude, and welcome back to the F1 2020 Championship, race 7 of 22. This is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Picking up where we left off, I want to forget about Monaco. Sucky race I had, did not finish the race, ended up retiring because I overdrove a couple corners and ended up hitting the walls, losing my tires and retiring from the race. I tried to do it again just to make sure it does not happen that way, but I still failed anyway, so hopefully we can just move along from the Monaco Grand Prix. We're up to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I thought it was the Canadian Grand Prix, but they switched those two places around for this season. Every other tracks, I believe they're the same thing. I'm not quite sure. I'll check them again. Right now, I'm doing the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Apparently, I've qualified 5th. First time I haven't qualified 4th in the season. I completely screwed up the qualifying. I did not have the qualifying perfect because during practice sessions, it went raining, and I had to organize my driving through the rain, and then in qualifying it was dried up, but I kept hitting walls and I screwed up my lap times, overdroving the corners, so I ended up 5th overall. Race strategy will be pitting on lap 4. I have a good feeling I'll be good on this track. I believe this is the best road course for me out of any other road course tracks. Even though I had a good win at Vietnam, that was a shocker. Monaco's, that sucks. And then Singapore coming up, which that's a good road course, but I still believe that this road course could be my beneficial. Hopefully we'll get a comeback after last race. So let's see what we can do for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's go dive in. I start 5th. Let's see what we can do. 5 flags are up. It's lights out and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's jump on the outside. Oh my god, it was so tight. Oh, someone's around. I don't know who that is.
Caution. The safety car is out.
Safety car is out.
Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down.
I think I might have came across the pack. We went 3 wide, coming around the corners, and somebody got turned. I was trying to avoid the wall. I don't know what happened there, but I'll look at the replay later on. So it's safety car out. Try to get back up to speed. Dealt at a pace. So safety car is out. I'm not I think what happened was that Max Verstappen or Albon had a good jump, but me, I don't know, guys. I think the three-way collision was between me, Albon, and Bottas, I believe. I don't know. And then somehow Albon fell back. We'll see. And like I said before, I still think I have the advantage on this track. I still think this could be mine. Alright, completing the first lap under safety car conditions. I reckon I caused that, so I'll take blame. Come to think of it, it might have went 2 wide or 3 wide coming to the corners. I don't know. I have no how it looked. Oh no, it wasn't Albon, it was just only Verstappen that went sideways. Oh, it was one of the AlphaTauris, it looks like, that is around the back. I don't know who that is, either Kvyat or Gasly. I'm staying behind Hamilton. Try to recover from this. See, Perez got a good qualifying time too, and he managed to jump ahead, I think. Or it's the fact that I caused the wreck and Perez got around. And his teammate Stroll is in 4th, while Albon's in 5th. I don't know who's back there in 6th. It's one of the Ferraris, so I think it's Sebastian Vettel. Because he had a good qualifying time. While Leclerc didn't. You gotta stay behind. Whoop. Hey now. Whoop. Okay. So what I definitely know is that the Canadian Grand Prix is next race. So we're doing Azerbaijan first, and then Canadian Grand Prix, and then everything else is the same. Let's see. I don't think I should pit this early since safety car came out way too early, so best to stay out for now.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Ah yeah, different strategy. Let's pit at lap 3. So pitting in this lap as we change our strategy. What I'm thinking, if the safety car does stay out, I'll try to pit in this lap. If not, I'll pit at lap 4. Oh, actually no, it probably don't matter either way. At least it'll be easier for me to get into the pits at this position, because I reckon the getting into the pits on this track is very hard, because it's a bit of like a chicane entry, which that's kind of hard to do. So thankfully it'll be easier for me. Okay, just take it easy. Let me see. Can't see who that Ferrari is. Oh, it's Vettel. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I could have sworn it was Vettel right behind Albon. Anyways, yeah, we're racing in Azerbaijan. Look at these buildings. They look very good, honestly. They look like the United Kingdom's buildings right next to the streets. It probably makes sense since this track is in Europe. Not quite specifically where in Europe, but I think it's near want to go? I don't know. Oh gosh. Gotta be careful not to run into the back. Okay, safety car
Okay, let's
in
get
this
ready
lap.
to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember,
Well, I'm
there is
gonna
no
pit this
overtaking
lap.
until the green flags.
See if I can
Safety car in this lap.
get a run. See if I can get a run into the pits. I'm gonna try to get on the left side of Hamilton so I can get an easy dive into the pits. Just stay side by side. Okay, into the pits I go. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into the pits now. See how well. Oh, it looks like George Russell and Danik Fiat have got 5-second time penalties. So it was Danik Fiat that went up and went to the back of the field, I think. I don't know quite specifically.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Alright, let's get back into the race. Now I need to make sure I don't hit any corners, because that's really main key to this race. So I gotta be careful. If I can pull it off the corners perfect for a couple of laps, I'll be able to get up to the leaders, possibly take the lead as well. Alright. That corner there is a bit hard to get around. And this corner here, I think that's the danger corner there. It's like the devil corner, because it's a bit of slight little chicane that you gotta maneuver correctly. Oh god, gotta be careful. Alright. Picking up speed. Gotta be careful in the corners. Alright. A few drivers in the pits now. Not sure if I'll be able to It looks like I'll be oh shoot. I wasn't paying attention here. I still made it. Okay, I'm ahead of those guys. Alright, not bad.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tire.
Gotcha. Okay, easy does it. Oh shoot, I cutted the corner. Surprisingly didn't get a warning for that. Oh boy, almost hit the wall there. That would have been really bad. Really gotta be careful. There we go, catching up to the pack a bit. Not quite close enough. It's Hamilton behind me. Alright, my teammate's in the pit. I got the fastest lap, that's good. Oh jeez, I messed up that corner there, but I still picked up DRS, that's good. It'll help me get away from Hamilton. Oh jeez. It's alright, all good. Oh, there's a problem behind me. Someone's in trouble.
Okay,
It
clear.
looks like a Ferrari. That's either Sebastian Vettel or Charles Leclerc that's in trouble. Sebastian Vettel.
They are
Oh,
out of the race.
oh
Safety
God.
Car, safety car. No overtaking.
Wait, what?
Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
I don't know what that was. Alright, safety car again. Oh boy. So that's second safety car now. Jeez. Alright, guess we'll save up lap time, fuel mix. So these guys will pit. They'll probably be ahead. Some of them will probably be ahead of me. After once we cross the finish line. Maybe. Unless if I could get ahead of them. Okay, looks like Danik Fiat. Whoa! What was Fiat doing? Why was he slowing down? Okay. So now catching up to the safety car. Looks like Raikkonen is right. Oh, Kvyat is falling out of the queue. Ah, oh, damn it. Should have passed him there, but I couldn't. Wasn't close enough. Okay. Back to this. Oh, there's Verstappen up there. I think he's. I don't know if he's pitted yet. Honestly, I don't know. I'm in 5th right now. Hamilton's 6th behind me. So Kvyat 4th, Raikkonen 3rd, Verstappen 2nd, and Sainz in the lead. I don't know if the guys ahead of me have pitted yet. Well, I know Kvyat hasn't, but I'm not sure about the 3 ahead. It looks like Raikkonen's on hard tires, so I'm guessing he might have pitted. I don't know. Or maybe he started off with hard tires, but he hasn't pitted yet. Who knows? It doesn't matter now. Just gotta stay ahead of the pack behind me, including Hamilton, Albon, and Stroll. Looks like someone's still trying to catch up. Looks like Raikkonen has a 5-second time penalty as well. Geez, so this race might go out all the way with safety car issues. I mean, we've had a couple clean laps, but most of them have been under safety car. Okay, and the car's pitting yet? No, I guess not. Alrighty, with only 6 laps to go, I think the safety car will hit this lap. Hit this lap. And then we'll have 5 laps to go on the restart. That's what I'm guessing. I still believe that Azerbaijan is my race here, but as of road courses, this might be the track that I've been looking for. Although I still can't believe I got that win from Vietnam. That was surprising because I've never tried that track before, and surprisingly I still managed to do very well. But I still don't feel like pretty confident with that track because I haven't done it before, so it doesn't really count. So I still believe that this track is my road course to race. So still under safety car conditions. Might possibly restart this lap. Okay. Okay, just gotta take it easy. I'm not sure if Hamilton will try to get past me on the restart. Then again, I could get a good drive out of these guys. We'll see.
Safety car is in this lap.
Alright,
Safety car in this
safety
lap.
car in this
Let's
lap.
make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Okay. Oh boy. Should probably put my fuel mixer rich. Ready? Okay. Waiting. Go! There we go.
The track is clear.
Oh
Green
shoot,
flag.
yeah, please. Oh god. I'm sorry, Raikkonen. Didn't mean to do it that way. Okay, I'm up to third. Now I just gotta catch up to Verstappen and Sainz, sorry. I'm not sure if they've pitted yet, so we'll see. I'll probably just look at when they're braking, so that I brake with them.
Okay, we've got plenty
Please.
of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
Jeez, I'm a bit tired though for some reason. Is my tires getting a little bit worn? A little bit. Come on. Easy. Alright.
The gap behind us is 3.6 seconds.
There we go. I'm getting good drops out of these guys. Should be able to pass Verstappen. Oh wait. Oh, I thought Verstappen was gonna come to the pits with Sainz because I saw him. I saw Sainz hitting. Making a good move on the inside to pass Verstappen, although I'm not sure if he's pitted yet. He might not have, so we'll probably pit later. Actually, no, he pitted at the beginning of the race, so I think he might be all good. I don't know. I just gotta be careful. That's my strategy. Okay, that was good. I braked a bit too early, but that's okay. Just keep myself cautious in the corners, because you don't want to hit any of the walls. Otherwise, you're in trouble, and you're possibly screwed. That's the main key for road courses, is that you don't want to hit any of the walls, because that's your advantage to winning the race. Okay, Verstappen's probably gonna get a good drop out of me and try to pass me. Oh boy, almost hit that wall. That wall was the problem I had during qualifying, and I wish I never hit that wall to get a better qualifying time, but doesn't matter though. I'm still doing okay. 3 laps to go.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
DRS is now enabled. Yeah, I don't think DRS was ever used. Well, it was used after the first restart. So, yeah. I think Verstappen has already hit it, so he's still gonna try and pass me. God, this is like Vietnam all over again with me and Verstappen. I'll tell you what, I don't see Bottas in my sights. He's dropped a couple positions. He's 6th, I believe. Bit slow, not too shabby, I would say.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, that's plenty of fuel, since it's 3 laps to go. Okay, easy does it. Easy does it. There's Verstappen, he's hanging on to me. Alright, time to boost up my overtake button. Alright. Two laps to go here in Azerbaijan for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
0.5 per lap, eh? That's good. Cool, cool. Not bad. Oh god. To slow it down in the corner there. Just gotta hang on, that's all I need to do. Verstappen's still there. Not sure if he'll have DRS come in around on the straightaway. It's close enough. I think he's just gonna get it off me. Yeah, I can see the interval. He's catching. He's not catching enough. Alright, final lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race. Oh, someone's in trouble again. There's a yellow's behind me.
Okay, clear.
Oh, don't tell me that's Hamilton. Is that Hamilton? Oh, I think that's Hamilton. Yeah.
Hamilton, they're retiring
Wow.
from the race.
Hamilton's out of the race right on the final lap too. He's just short. There's Verstappen, he's catching up to me, he's gonna try and make a move somehow. I gotta create some gap between me and him. This is just like Vietnam when he was battling with me to try and take the win. There's Hamilton, he's stopped at the first corner, he's out. Man, so we've had 2 drivers out now. Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. And legend drivers too, because Sebastian Vettel, 4-time champion, and Lewis Hamilton, 7-time champion now. Just won his 7th championship last year, and he's looking for an 8 to break the record this year.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
2 laps of fuel, that's not gonna matter. Verstappen's closer to me this time. He might get the move, he might get the run off me. Try to make a move, here we go. down the long straightaway. He's gaining. There he is. He's gonna get closer. Here we go, coming up to the finish line. Is it gonna be enough for Verstappen? He's coming. Not gonna be enough. I take the win here in Azerbaijan for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Nice, nice, nice. What a turnaround of events for this race. I told you I was getting this race. Driver of the day goes to Antonio Giovinazzi. I told you guys this race was mine. Of any road course. Nice. That's the third win for me this season. First win was the Vietnamese Grand Prix. I don't know if that's how you say it. Then is Spain from the Spanish Grand Prix, and now this race right here, Azerbaijan. Nice.
There's so many factors to worry about once the race is
There's so many factors.
hit for fresh rubber.
I was a complete shock with Hamilton retiring from that race. Looks like Alex Albon finished 4th. He was just short on the podium.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the team at Renault have
And the
shown
thing is,
once
Alex
again
Albon is...
what it
Hey,
takes
look,
to
Lance
build
Stroll,
a
first
successful
podium for him this
Formula
season.
One
Nice, nice,
team.
nice.
A
Well done.
well-deserved win for them.
Yeah, not first, third victory. Yeah. There's gonna be a rivalry between me and Verstappen, honestly. Because we've been racing, battling out for the win for a couple races now. And congratulations to Lance Stroll, first podium for him this season. Yeah, Alex Albon was just short on the podium. How close was he? About 3/10 behind.
Making gains at the top
And,
of the table.
fact is, Alex Albon has is not racing this season for 2021. Perez has replaced him in Red Bull.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The
Man.
lead at the top comes down
So I
after a
take
strong weekend
victory
from the
here in
challenging
Azerbaijan
pack.
Grand Prix.
Meanwhile,
Max
good work
Verstappen
from
takes
Racing Point
second.
this weekend.
Lance Stroll takes
They
third.
pushed themselves further up the order.
Alexander Albon
It's been
fourth.
absolutely
Valtteri Bottas
wild
fifth.
weekend
Esteban
of
Ocon
Formula
sixth.
One action.
Pierre Gasly
I
seventh.
can't
Lando
wait to
Norris
see
eighth.
what's next.
Sergio Perez ninth. And Charles Leclerc rounds up the top 10 after a horrible qualifying time. He manages to squeeze it into the top 10. Well done. Now, looking at the standings, Max Verstappen retakes the lead of the drivers' standings. I'm still in 4th, 5 points behind Bottas. He finished 5th in this race. Hamilton has dropped back 16 points behind Verstappen. I'm about 19 points behind Hamilton. I'm 5 points behind Bottas. Bottas is 14 points behind Hamilton. I think it might end up close between all 4 of us if I can keep the consistency of good results in this season. I could be battling with those 3 drivers, Verstappen, Hamilton, and Bottas, for the championship. Alex Albon has moved up to 5th after a good race. Sergio Perez also moves up to 6th. Carlos Sainz dropped back to 7th. Lance Stroll moved up to 8th ahead of Leclerc and Norris, who dropped down as well. And looks like Antonio Giovinazzi has moved up as well, somehow. Anyways, constructors standings, everything's all the same except for Racing Point and McLaren swapped places. Nicely done. I think Racing Point had the good results for today's race too. So congratulations to them. Now let's look at the replay with the first start. I don't know what happened there. So, like that, I was going on the outside of them. Let's see. Oh, it was 4 wide. Okay, it wasn't my fault at all. Okay, so looking here, hang on, let me just slow it down. So it was 3 wide. Yeah, it was 3 wide. Me as Ricardo. Bottas on my left side, while Verstappen on the close side. And it looks like Sergio Perez was diving on the inside of Verstappen. It was 4 wide. My collision with Bottas had nothing to do with turning each other around. But it looks like Perez just dived on the inside, clipped Verstappen on the rear, and he went around, hitting Bottas, and that pushed me off. So basically, the collision between me and Bottas had nothing to do with the incident here. well, even if we were side by side hitting each other a lot, we probably would have been alright around that first corner. But it's just that Perez got too deep into the inside, turned Verstappen around, damaging his front wing too. Look at that, and turned Bottas around too. So all four of us got squeezed in thanks to Perez. You know, see if I can get a better angle here. So yeah, looking here. Let me switch drivers. Here, looking at Perez perspective. No, Jesus, my buttons. And looking at Verstappen's perspective. Watch Perez. He just tries to get on the inside, and turns Verstappen around, and there he damages his front wing right there. And I don't know if that put Bottas off. I can't really tell. Verstappen's tire hit Bottas's what are they called? Drain covers, I think they're called. And it just tilted Bottas off to the side, and that's what caused him to spin as well. So yeah, as you saw there, 4 wide into the first corner thanks to Perez. So basically the blame was on Perez and not me. I thought I took blame for that, thinking going 3 wide, but no. Apparently I did nothing to cause that incident. All right, that's the highlights. I don't really need to see what happened to Vettel and Hamilton, because I believe they had mechanical. Oh my god! So there were a lot of incidents. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, both Vettel and Hamilton had mechanical failures, and apparently a lot of warnings and penalties in the first corner. So I had a warning for collision with Bottas. Bottas had a collision warning with me. Sergio Perez had a collision warning with Verstappen. Verstappen, same thing with Perez. Grosjean, collision warning with Fiat. And Danik Fiat, collision warning with Grosjean. Severe collisions, Nicholas Latifi, 5-second time penalty. George Russell had a 5-second time penalty. Danik Fiat had a 5-second time penalty. Kimi Raikkonen had a 5-second time penalty. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc both had 5-second time penalties. For Latifi, Russell, Fiat, and Raikkonen, they had 5-second time penalties due to severe collisions. Actually, let me hold on. Let me look at those incidents. It looks like and it looks like Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris had 5-second time penalties for ignoring yellow flags. So, hang on. Can I just look here, check out what happened to those drivers that had that incident. Yeah, look at that. Hold on. Something held them up. So it was basically this incident here, first corner, and it looks like Sebastian Vettel, sorry, stopped because he thought Bottas was gonna spin right back in front of him, and that's what caused everybody else to slow down. And that incident there, hang on, if you go back here, everybody was backing up, and that's when those 5-second time penalties collisions happened, and that's when the safety car happened. And I had no idea Leclerc and Norris had 5-second time penalties for ignoring yellow flags. So those are the highlights and results for this race, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe button to help this channel grow. If you guys like these videos, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys have no suggestions, make sure you leave a comment down below. Next episode, we're going to move on to the next race, which is the Canadian Grand Prix, and I'm positive that, and I'm correct, that Canadian Grand Prix is the next race we're heading off to. That the Canadian race should be a good one. Who knows who will win, what will happen in the results there. Maybe I'll get another win. Maybe I'll get a better result out of this one, and well, maybe the same results, or it could be worse. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.